Success doesn't happen by accident. It's not a lucky break or a sudden win. It's a routine repeated daily, refined constantly, and protected like a treasure. I didn't understand that at first. I thought successful people just had more talent, better timing, or some secret I didn't know. But then I started studying them, listening, watching, and one name kept showing up: Jim Rohn. What I discovered wasn't just advice, it was a lifestyle. A routine that turned ordinary people into extraordinary leaders, thinkers, and earners. Today, I want to share that routine with you not as something to admire, but as something to adopt. Because if you follow it, you won't just work harder, you'll work smarter. You'll feel clearer, stronger, more grounded. And that's when everything changes. 1. Wake up with intention. Jim didn't believe in chaotic mornings. He believed in clarity from the start. The Millionaire routine begins with owning the first hour of your day. No distractions, no social scroll, just time for you. Reflection, planning, gratitude. This isn't just a habit, it's a mindset. The way you begin your day is the way you live your life. So start with purpose, every single morning. 2. Fuel your mind. Jim was a reader, a thinker, a learner. Every day, he fed his mind with ideas that shaped his perspective. Millionaires don't wait to be inspired, they seek out wisdom. Podcasts, books, journals, mentors. Even 10 minutes of focused input can shift your entire day. Garbage in, garbage out. Wisdom in, wealth out. Fuel your mind before the world feeds you noise. 3. Move your body. Wealth isn't just about money. It's about energy. Jim believed in protecting your vehicle, your body. You don't have to run a marathon, but you have to move. Stretch, walk, train, breathe. Your health is the engine behind your hustle. Without energy, focus fades. Without focus, execution dies. Millionaires treat movement like a non-negotiable appointment, because it is. 4. Plan your work. Jim said, "Don't start your day until you've finished it." That means clarity, direction, focus. Millionaires don't wander into their work. They walk in with a plan. 3 priorities, 1 mission, 0 distractions. Every minute spent planning saves hours of confusion later. Success doesn't come from motion, it comes from direction. Plan the day, win the day. 5. Execute without emotion. Jim understood that feelings are real but not always reliable. Millionaires show up whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for motivation. They build momentum. Discipline replaces emotion. They act based on commitment, not mood. This is where separation happens. The amateurs pause. The committed press forward. Every single day. 6. Track your progress. You can't grow what you don't measure. Jim kept journals, tracked habits, and reflected often. Millionaires look at data, at patterns, at behavior. What worked? What didn't? What gets optimized? Tracking isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Success leaves clues, but only if you're paying attention. Your routine isn't complete until you reflect on it. 7. Serve before you sell. Jim believed that the path to wealth was paved with value. Millionaires don't just chase money, they create impact. Every interaction is a chance to add value. Teach, solve, uplift, serve. Money follows service. So instead of asking, "How can I win?" ask, "Who can I help?" That's the mindset that builds empires. 8. Guard your influence. Who you listen to becomes who you become. Jim warned us, don't join an easy crowd. Millionaires choose proximity with intention. They guard their circle. They audit their input. They filter their feed. One wrong influence can cost you years. So protect your mind like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. 9. Build in silence. Jim didn't brag about the process. He honored it. Millionaires don't need constant applause. They focus on legacy. They build quietly, strategically, intentionally. The world sees the result, but the routine, that's private. Focus is louder than noise. Let the work speak. 10. End with alignment. How you end your day is how you program your subconscious. Millionaires don't collapse into sleep. They close the day with clarity. What did I learn? Who did I serve? What will I do better tomorrow? Jim practiced gratitude. He visualized. He reviewed. This wasn't fluff, it was strategy. A clear evening creates a powerful tomorrow. End strong. Sleep with peace. Wake with fire. This isn't a fantasy. It's not a motivational story. It's a real routine used by real people who decided to stop drifting and start designing. Millionaires don't win because of one massive decision. They win because of small, repeated commitments. Stacked daily, lived fully, protected fiercely, and you can start living it right now. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to master it on day one. You just need to start. Small, simple, consistent. The routine is already proven. The only question is, will you follow it? Not once, but daily. Because if you do, you'll look back months from now and wonder how you ever lived without it. That's what routines do. They rebuild you from the inside out. Jim's millionaire routine wasn't about pressure, it was about peace. Peace in knowing you're becoming the kind of person success naturally finds. Because wealth isn't a chase, it's an attraction. And what you attract depends on who you become. That's what the routine is really about. Not just income, but identity. There will be days you slip, days you skip, days you feel stuck. That's okay. The power isn't in perfection, it's in return. Return to the routine, return to the vision, return to the standard. Millionaires don't succeed because they never fall. They succeed because they never stay down. And they always, always return to the routine. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too late. You're just early in the process. The same process every high achiever went through. Start with what you have, where you are, as you are. The routine will meet you there and take you where you're meant to go. Not because it's magic, because it works. Don't idolize the routine. Internalize it. Let it shape your days, your mindset, your results. Let it break excuses and build identity. Because eventually the routine becomes invisible. It becomes who you are. And that version of you, they're unstoppable. This is the part most people miss. Millionaires aren't working all day, they're working the right way. Focused hours, protected mornings, intentional evenings. They don't do more, they do better. The routine isn't about hustle, it's about harmony. Structure brings freedom, and freedom is the goal. If you ever feel lost, overwhelmed, or distracted, come back here. Come back to the routine, not because it's fancy, but because it's foundational. Success isn't something you stumble into, it's something you build into your life. And brick by brick, day by day, that life becomes yours. So what does the millionaire routine really give you? Clarity, focus, momentum, identity. It's not about doing more, it's about becoming more. And when you become more, you attract more. More peace, more opportunities, more alignment, more wealth. Not all at once, but piece by piece. That's the compound effect of a great routine. It doesn't just change your schedule, it changes your life. I don't share this to impress you, but to press this into you. You're one routine away from an entirely different future. You don't need new tactics. You need a new rhythm, a daily cadence that calls you higher, not harder. The routine works, the results are real, and the invitation is open. Start today. Start now. Start with you. You don't need a mansion or millions to follow the millionaire routine. You need commitment, integrity, and a willingness to show up even when no one's watching, especially when no one's watching. Because that's where transformation lives, in the quiet, ordinary moments that compound into greatness. So build quietly, rise daily, and let the routine carry you. This is how wealth is built. This is how identity is forged. This is the routine that rewires everything. The truth is, most people won't follow the routine. They'll hear it, admire it, maybe even try it for a few days. But the ones who stay, who commit, who repeat, they become the stories that others talk about. Let that be you. This isn't about motivation, it's about mastery. And mastery begins with one decision: to start right now. Your routine is not just what you do, it's who you are becoming. Every choice is a vote for the future you're building. And if you keep showing up disciplined, focused, aligned, there will come a day when others call you lucky. But you'll know better. You'll know it was the routine all along. Most people underestimate what they can build in a year and overestimate what they can do in a day. But the Millionaire routine reverses that thinking. It shifts your focus from urgency to consistency, from chaos to clarity. It's not about adding more to your plate, it's about choosing the right ingredients. Discipline, intention, simplicity, repetition. And once you've aligned your days with your dreams, you stop drifting, you start driving, you stop reacting, you start creating. This routine won't make you a millionaire tomorrow, but it will make you someone who deserves it. And that's the real win. Because wealth earned through identity is wealth that lasts. If you've made it this far, you already have what it takes. Not motivation, conviction. Now take that conviction and build something with it. Your habits are the blueprint. Your routine is the builder. And your future is waiting to move in. You don't need a perfect start, just a real one. So begin, and don't stop.